Hey guys, welcome to a very, what's the word I'm looking for? Can't remember the word. Well, an overdue, that's the word I'm looking for. A very overdue edition of the Chingo Gringo beer review. As you may have noticed, I have not uploaded any beer reviews lately. I guess it's been a few weeks or even approaching several weeks. And the reason is because I have a job. I have a new job. I am an English teacher, and I have been very busy teaching English to people who want to learn the language, and I have been busy doing that. So this takes priority because with my job, I pay for my apartment for my wife and I. So. But as you know, my second priority is doing these beer reviews of some awesome craft beers here and there, and maybe some not so awesome every once in a while. But anyway, you guys know how much I love craft beer. Well, you may have seen my post in both Facebook or on Instagram on the Chingo Gringo pages there that I recently took a trip to Florida, which is my home state, with my wife and visited some family there. And while there, I went to Total Wine & More, which is an awesome place to find craft beer. I went there in Daytona Beach across from the International Speedway, and I found some humdingers. Well, I hope they're humdingers. They look like humdingers. I think they are. By the way, Total Wine & More boasts 1,500 different kinds of craft beer. So hey, I was like a kid on Christmas morning up in there, brother. So let me show you what I've got here. First up is Red Hook Ale Brewery, out of the Gourd, or out of your Gourd pumpkin porter. Well, it's the season. It's fall, you know, Halloween, fall harvest. So I wanted to pick up a pumpkin ale, but I also love dark beers, as you know. I love porters and stouts. So I thought, hey, this is a great mixture, a hybrid of those two beers. Okay, a little info about the beer in the brewery. As I said, the Red Hook Ale Brewery. It has several different locations. For example, it has Woodinville, Washington, Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and Portland, Oregon. I'm not sure if they have 3 brew houses or exactly what, but let's say for the sake of the argument that this is brewed in the Pacific Northwest in the state of Washington. Okay, now you can find more information about Red Hook Ale Brewery at redhook.com. The style is pumpkin ale / porter hybrid. The alcohol by volume, ABV, is 5.8%. I don't have any IBUs information. I checked on the website, redhook.com, and lo and behold, I couldn't find any information about this beer. I don't know if it's because the beer is new, it's a new fall seasonal, and they haven't had time to update their website, or exactly why it wasn't there. But I did look for information. I did, however, go to Beer Advocate and find some additional information. The notes, commercial description of this beer from beeradvocate.com is out of your Gourd pumpkin porter. This one is dark chestnut brown in color and is made with pureed pumpkin. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and ginger are added to the whirlpool, and maple syrup is added during fermentation. This full-bodied, rich, roasty porter makes you want to eat turkey and watch football, or build a bonfire. Build a bonfire. That sounds good. Maybe put some oysters over a fire pit. How does that sound, guys? All right. So I love the fall. I love fall seasonal beers as well. Let's get this puppy poured up in the glass so I can show it to you. 1 second, guys. While I'm pouring it up, I want to say that I appreciate you guys not leaving the channel, not unsubscribing in my absence, and just want to say thanks for your patience during this time where I have this new job and I don't have as much time to do the beer reviews. All right, well, look at this, guys. Look at that beautiful head on the beer. The beer poured up with like maybe a finger and a half of head. However, the bubbles are very large, I think. Yeah, they're large bubbles and they're dissipating rapidly. However, the head has a nice tan, creamy appearance, and I think it's going to just go down to almost nothing, maybe just a little circle of foam or head there. But nice color. Let's go in, well, first let's talk about the color of the beer. Hold it up here in the sun. Black, 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 really dark. I really can't see through the beer, which is just at the bottom there. You can see a little bit. Let me change my hand position. You can see a little bit at the bottom, but it's really difficult. It's a really dark, dark beer. They pegged this color just right when they say dark chestnut brown, and that's exactly how I would describe this beer. Now, even before I put the beer to my nose, let me put my notes over there. Even before I put my nose to this beer, I can smell the pumpkin. I can smell the spices, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the clove, all of that stuff. I can smell it. And it's a wonderful smell, ladies and gentlemen. A wonderful smell. I'm picking up that pumpkin. I'm picking up that nutmeg and cinnamon in there. A little bit of brown sugar in there. Maybe that's partially responsible. The maple syrup is partially responsible from that brown sugary molasses type of smell. Really nice aroma. A little bit of dark dried fruits in there, maybe some plums or dates. That smells like heaven. Okay, well, my favorite part is coming up now. The favorite part, the taste. Cheers, guys. Right up front, I taste the pumpkin there, followed by the nutmeg, the spices there, cinnamon, and a little bit of clove on there as well. What are the other spices? Not clove, that's not what I'm thinking about. I knew I was wrong. I'm thinking about ginger. Ginger is very prominent in this beer. I would say the two most prominent flavors and aromas in this beer are the spicy flavor and aroma of ginger, and also the aroma and flavor of pumpkin. I do detect some nice nutty aromas coming from the nutmeg. Aromas, listen to me. I haven't even finished the beer and I'm already talking like I'm tipsy. No, not that. I mean nutty flavors coming from the nutmeg. Really nice. Also, some nice dark, toasty, roasty flavors coming from those dark malts that they obviously use to make this beer. Very ever so slight touch of bitterness at the end, starting at just before the end and continuing to the end, and actually a little bit of bitterness that lingers until your next sip. So you get a little bit of sweetness up front from the pumpkin and the spices like nutmeg and the ginger and maybe the maple syrup, and then it finishes very nice. I wouldn't say dry, I'd say semi-dry, demi-sec or something like that, and a nice lingering bitterness at the end. So what am I going to give this beer? I'm going to give this hybrid beer, this pumpkin porter. Well, on a scale from 0 to 10, now I don't do beer judge scores. That's not for me. I'm not an expert. But I'm going to give this beer a rating of 8 out of 10. What does 8 mean? Well, 8 means that I really liked it, and I would definitely buy it again, and I would recommend it to my family and friends. So 8 for Red Hook Ale Brewery out of your Gourd Pumpkin Porter. And that is it for this edition of the Chingo Gringo Beer Review from beautiful, sunny, tropical, balmy Cancun, Mexico. Did I make you guys jealous? I hope so. Till next time, guys, remember, as I always say, keep pouring them up and keep drinking them down. Cheers, guys.